Hey, what's going on, guys? Today's video I'm going to be showing you how to remove your sprocket on your rear wheel on your Razor MX500 or MX650. And that would be the flywheel sprocket, the very end. You're going to need a special sprocket tool. Now, in my case, unfortunately, it's not working. As we can see here, it's the same sprocket tool as a BMX bicycle. I will link this in the description box below. It's about $14.50 or so. Comes with a socket in, which isn't very big, but you're able to fit a very large socket over it. Use a breaker bar or socket wrench. Hopefully yours won't be on as tight as mine. I've tried WD-40. You can even try to heat it up. I've put it in a vise. I've done all sorts of things. It's not going to happen. I actually saw another guy on YouTube that actually had to do this same method that I was thinking about doing, because what's happening with mine, the reason I'm even doing this, and you might be doing it the same, is the teeth are messed up in the freewheel. It's stripped the threads, and so it's just not coming off. That thing is on there. Unfortunately, this tool has very small teeth, as we can see there where my thumb is. So what that does is that fits in the grooves like that, and then you put your socket over it, or put this in a vise, flip it upside down. I even tried this way, putting it in a vise, holding it. You just can't get any leverage on it, and it's on there. So I got my grinder here, and this is an option for you, but I already have a video on it. If you're hitting the throttle and it's free spinning without engaging the motor, this is the cheaper way to go, but it's such a pain in the butt. I would honestly invest and just get the full wheel hub with everything already together on it. This is my new part right here. I got my freewheel in the middle. I got my sprocket right here, and you can go even cheaper. I will link this stuff in the description box below. You can go even cheaper where you don't even have to purchase, because this sprocket is still legitimate right here. It's just the freewheel that is bad inside. The bearing is still good as well. So as we can see here, it's threaded inside, and if we took off that bolt right there, that one, and obviously those ones, the plastic would come off, and there is my sprocket. That is brand spanking new. I like that. Brand new freewheel right there. We're looking great. I'm going to use the same bearings. I can always pop those off later on down the road. You do have this little portion that fell off of it as well. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be grinding it all the way down. We're going to literally just grind it down. We're going to take off one layer at a time, not affecting my bearing there. And we're going to actually have to peel that off. And then we have a very small triangle file. We're going to go ahead and just file down the grooves, so I'm able to screw that one back on. Okay, now when you are grinding, just make sure that obviously you're not cutting into your spokes, and it depends upon how large your blade is here as well. Be careful, because it will be hot, and definitely use eye protection as well in a ventilated area. You're going to get a lot of sparks everywhere. So as we can see here, we're looking at the slice through. Now you're going to have ball bearings all over the bottom of this here. So what we want to do here, we might actually have to do a couple cuts, but we should be able to pry this apart, and that will literally then kind of just split off of the threading. Let's get through the first section here, and I'll show you what that looks like. Just be careful, because those ball bearings will be going everywhere. Okay, so I got the outer ring off right here, and there's small teeth in the interior that get just worn down. This is a known problem. A lot of people suffer it. Razor's website actually says to spray WD-40 all over it, and that does fix it occasionally. What I did is, because I do have an MX500 and an MX650, I just swapped the hubs, and now I'm working on my MX500s. Now with this process, after the outer ring is off, I have ball bearings everywhere, so again, be careful of that. So what's happening is we can see these little grooves right here. The teeth are worn down, so it's just free spinning, and unfortunately, because it's free spinning, it stripped the threads that are beneath this. We still have to get this one off, so I'm actually going to try to see if I can get that off without grinding it off. If not, if I can't get it off within 2 minutes, I'm going to grind that one off as well. But just be careful, because you don't want to grind into the threading below. Okay, wow, sure a pain in the butt, but we finally got it. I literally had to hack this thing up really stinking good right here. It is demolished, definitely chipped away, and then I took my channel locks, and it's actually unscrewing off of it finally. Or you can go ahead and just hack it off completely. But I had to take a big chunk out of that. That would not bend on me. and not be able to fall off that second portion there. So let's finally get that off. All right, here's a couple tips for you here. I actually did not need this tool in order to put back the new one on. Kind of a pain, but again, only buy this tool if you think yours is not stripped. That will save you a few bucks right there. If you ever have to do this again with a non-stripped one, I do again have 2 of them. Most likely this situation might happen the longer I keep them. It's always a good tool to have. Plus, it's for BMX bikes as well. But the new flywheel did not have those grooves. It's encased already inside of here, and it's again one piece. Yours might look different if you buy a different one here. So again, it screws onto the right, and what I did is I just put my knees on the edges here and screwed it on. Be careful, don't break that plastic there. I turned it like a car steering wheel, tightened it up real nicely. I actually did remove that little pin we saw earlier with this tool right here, but it was solely for cleaning purposes. You actually probably could skip that step. I didn't have to remove that little pin washer in order to remove the old one after I grinded it off. So this is screwed on really nicely. This is how it's supposed to act when the chain has a little bit of back roll to it. Again, it will drive the tire forward, and then it will have a nice spin to it, the freewheel there. Absolutely fantastic. We're gonna go ahead and latch this on, take it for a test run, be back with you. All right, guys, the bolts are all tightened back up. Everything is looking fantastically here. I also did a chain tensioner and a new chain swap as well. Check out that video on the channel. Everything is fired up. Took it out for a test run. We're spinning beautifully. Everything is looking great. Smash the thumbs up button if it has helped you determine if you want to even determine to do this project or just buy the complete hub. Again, look in the description box below. I'm going to have the link for the complete hub with the sprocket and brand new freewheel bearing already set, including the tire and the rim. Again, that's the easiest thing. It's going to cost a little bit of money. The second cheapest option is go with what I did with the freewheel and the sprocket already on there. The third cheapest option is just buy the freewheel. But again, the part to get off the clutch, it's all going to be linked in the description box below. Subscribe to the channel because I got a lot more videos on this bike, battery swaps, painting the fenders, you name it, it's on the channel. Check out the channel for those videos. We'll see you on the next one.